Sigma males live differently. In a world where people constantly seek approval, attention, and social validation, Sigma males stand apart. They move quietly, not asking for permission and not caring about fitting in. Their strength comes from within, not from what others think about them. Unlike people who depend on others to feel important or successful, Sigma males are self-contained. They know who they are, what they want, and what they value. Because of this deep self-confidence, they are able to live without worrying about how they are perceived. They can walk away from situations, ignore social trends, and build their own lives without looking back. This ability to not care is not coldness or cruelty. It is about choosing peace over pressure, truth over popularity, and self-respect over approval. Sigma males are not interested in playing social games. They are not trying to impress anyone. They are focused on living authentically and protecting their energy. In this video, we will explore 6 brutal ways Sigma males show that they do not care. These actions may seem harsh to some people, but they are rooted in a powerful form of independence. Each way shows that Sigma males live on their own terms, no matter what the world around them demands. Way number 1. They walk away without explanation. One of the clearest ways Sigma males show they do not care is by walking away without offering explanations. Most people feel a strong need to explain themselves when they end a relationship, leave a job, or pull away from a group. They want others to understand their reasons, to see their side, and maybe even to approve of their decision. Sigma males do not have that need. When a Sigma male decides that a situation no longer serves his values, goals, or peace of mind, he simply leaves. He does not create a scene. He does not write long explanations. He does not argue or try to justify himself. He quietly exits, confident in his decision. This behavior can seem brutal to people who expect closure or who believe that every action needs to be explained. But for Sigma males, the act of walking away without drama is a way of protecting their energy. They understand that not everyone deserves an explanation. Not every departure needs to be discussed. Sometimes the healthiest thing to do is to leave without looking back. Sigma males know that trying to explain yourself to people who are determined not to understand you is a waste of time. They refuse to engage in endless conversations where nothing changes. They refuse to be pulled back into situations they have already decided to leave. By walking away without explaining, they show that their decisions are final and that their peace is more important than anyone's opinion. This habit also reveals how little Sigma males depend on external validation. They do not need people to agree with them in order to feel good about their choices. They are comfortable being misunderstood if it means staying true to themselves. They are willing to be seen as rude, cold, or distant by people who do not know their full story. Their loyalty is to their own truth, not to public perception. Walking away without explanation also sends a strong message to those around them. It shows that Sigma males value action over words. They are not interested in arguing, defending, or justifying. They believe that their actions speak louder than any explanation ever could. This behavior can make Sigma males seem unpredictable, but it is actually a sign of deep self-awareness. They know when something is wrong for them, and they trust themselves enough to act on that knowledge without needing approval or understanding from others. In relationships, this can be especially brutal. People are used to long conversations, emotional negotiations, and slow breakups. But Sigma males often end things quickly and cleanly. If they sense manipulation, disrespect, or a fundamental mismatch, they will walk away. No warnings, no second chances, no drawn-out explanations. Just distance. In the workplace, Sigma males show the same pattern. They do their jobs well, often better than anyone else, but if they feel the environment is toxic, limiting, or dishonest, they will leave. They will not spend months complaining or trying to fix a broken system. They will quietly make their exit and move on to something better. This ability to walk away without explanation is one of the most brutal but powerful ways Sigma males show that they do not care. It protects their time, their energy, and their peace of mind. It also forces others to take responsibility for their own actions, rather than expecting the Sigma male to explain or fix things. In a world where people often stay too long in bad situations because they are afraid of what others will think, Sigma males remind us that it is okay to leave. It is okay to prioritize your own well-being. And it is okay to walk away without feeling the need to explain yourself to anyone. Way number 2. They ignore social norms. Sigma males are not interested in fitting into society's expectations. They do not care about following traditions, trends, or unwritten rules just because everyone else does. If something does not make sense to them or align with their values, they simply ignore it. Most people spend a lot of time trying to fit into the world around them. They dress a certain way, talk a certain way, and live a certain way because that is what society expects. They fear judgment, rejection, and being seen as different. Sigma males do not have that fear. Ignoring social norms is one of the clearest ways Sigma males show that they do not care about public opinion. They choose their own paths, even when those paths are unpopular or misunderstood. They are willing to stand alone if it means living authentically. Sigma males question everything. They do not accept traditions blindly. They ask why things are done a certain way, and if the answers do not satisfy them, they make their own choices. They are not rebellious for the sake of rebellion. They simply believe in thinking for themselves. This disregard for norms can be seen in every part of a Sigma male's life. In career choices, they may reject the traditional 9-to-5 path in favor of entrepreneurship, freelancing, or unconventional work. In relationships, they may refuse to settle down according to society's timeline. In lifestyle, they may live in ways that others find strange, such as traveling constantly, living off-grid, or pursuing minimalism. Sigma males are also uninterested in status symbols. They do not buy things to impress others. They do not chase titles, luxury items, or flashy displays of success. They value freedom and authenticity over appearances. This indifference to status challenges the very foundation of many social systems, where success is often measured by how much you can show off. Ignoring social norms also makes Sigma males hard to manipulate. Many systems of control rely on social pressure. People are pushed to behave a certain way because they fear judgment or exclusion. But Sigma males are immune to this kind of pressure. They do not care about being accepted by the group. They care about staying true to themselves. This independence can be unsettling to others. People who rely heavily on social approval often see Sigma males as threats or outsiders. They cannot understand how someone can live so freely without seeking permission or validation. But Sigma males are not trying to be understood. They are simply living according to their own rules. In a world that often punishes individuality and rewards conformity, Sigma males are rare. Their willingness to ignore social norms is both brutal and inspiring. It shows a deep commitment to authenticity and a refusal to live a life designed by others. Way number 3. They prioritize solitude. Sigma males show that they do not care what society expects of them by prioritizing solitude without apology. In a world where social interaction is seen as a marker of success and happiness, Sigma males choose to spend significant amounts of time alone. And they do it without guilt, shame, or explanation. Most people feel pressure to maintain a busy social life. They worry about appearing lonely or antisocial. They fill their calendars with parties, gatherings, and meetups, even when they would rather be somewhere else. Sigma males have no such concern. They see solitude as a strength, not a weakness. Choosing solitude is not about being shy, awkward, or antisocial. It is about understanding the value of one's own company. Sigma males know that some of the best thinking, planning, and growth happens when distractions are removed. They cherish the silence that allows them to reconnect with their goals, their passions, and their true selves. When Sigma males prioritize solitude, they send a clear message. They do not care if others think they are strange, distant, or hard to approach. They are not interested in fitting into social molds that demand constant interaction. They prefer quality over quantity when it comes to relationships, and they are willing to wait for meaningful connections rather than forcing themselves into shallow ones. Solitude also strengthens their independence. By spending time alone, Sigma males learn to solve their own problems, regulate their own emotions, and build their own sense of worth. They do not depend on constant validation from friends, family, or partners to feel complete. This self-sufficiency makes them even harder for others to influence or control. Prioritizing solitude can also make Sigma males seem brutal to those who expect constant attention or involvement. Friends, partners, and even co-workers may feel rejected or hurt when a Sigma male chooses alone time over social time. But Sigma males are not trying to hurt anyone. They are simply staying true to their nature and protecting their energy. This behavior also allows Sigma males to be more selective with their social investments. When they do choose to spend time with others, it is because they genuinely want to, not because they feel obligated. This authenticity makes their connections deeper, even if they are fewer in number. In a society that often glorifies being busy and connected, Sigma males quietly choose a different path. Their willingness to prioritize solitude without apology shows a powerful form of not caring about expectations, not caring about appearances, and not caring about living a life dictated by others. Way number 4, they remain emotionally unavailable. Another brutal way Sigma males show they do not care is by remaining emotionally unavailable to people who have not earned their trust. Emotional availability is often expected, even demanded in relationships and friendships. But Sigma males do not open up easily, and they make no apologies for it. Emotional unavailability does not mean Sigma males are heartless or incapable of deep feeling. It means they are selective. They protect their emotions the same way they protect their time and energy. They understand that being too open too soon invites manipulation, misunderstanding, and disappointment. Sigma males do not believe that every person they meet deserves access to their inner world. They share their thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities only with a very small, trusted circle. Everyone else gets the surface-level version, polite, respectful, but distant. This emotional distance can feel brutal to people who expect instant closeness. Many people are used to fast friendships and instant intimacy. They are used to oversharing and bonding quickly over common interests or shared experiences. Sigma males disrupt that pattern completely. When someone tries to pull a Sigma male into emotional conversations before trust is built, they often find themselves blocked by a calm but firm wall. The Sigma male listens, responds if necessary, but keeps his own emotions out of reach. He does not fake feelings. He does not pretend to be closer than he is. His emotional availability must be earned over time. This behavior shows that Sigma males do not care about social pressure to open up. They are not trying to impress people with their sensitivity or emotional depth. They do not see emotional sharing as a currency to gain favor or fit in. They share only when it feels right, not when it is expected. Remaining emotionally unavailable also protects Sigma males from emotional manipulation. Narcissists, energy vampires, and other toxic individuals often use emotional closeness as a weapon. They gather information about a person's fears, dreams, and weaknesses, then use that information to control them. Sigma males avoid this trap by keeping their emotional cards close to their chest. In relationships, this emotional distance can be challenging for partners who are used to more traditional emotional bonding. Some may interpret the Sigma male's guardedness as coldness or lack of interest. But those who are patient, respectful, and trustworthy eventually find that Sigma males are capable of deep loyalty and affection once trust is truly earned. Sigma males understand that true emotional connection is rare and valuable. They do not cheapen it by giving it away easily. Their refusal to be emotionally available to everyone they meet is not cruelty. It is wisdom, discipline, and self-respect. This brutal honesty about who deserves their emotions and who does not shows another powerful way Sigma males demonstrate that they do not care about following the crowd's rules for emotional openness. They set their own standards, and they live by them without apology. Way number 5. They reject unnecessary communication. In a world filled with constant chatter, Sigma males stand out by rejecting unnecessary communication. They do not engage in small talk just to be polite. They do not join conversations that have no real purpose. They value their words, their time, and their attention, and they protect all three fiercely. Most people feel obligated to talk even when they have nothing meaningful to say. They fill silences with chatter, comment on things they do not care about, and pretend to be interested in topics that bore them. Sigma males refuse to play this game. When Sigma males communicate, it is because they have something worth saying. They prefer deep conversations about real ideas, goals, dreams, and values. They are not interested in gossip, meaningless updates, or empty social rituals. This rejection of unnecessary communication shows how little they care about fitting into superficial social expectations. This behavior can be brutal to those who are used to constant attention and validation through conversation. Some people interpret the Sigma male's silence as rudeness, arrogance, or disinterest. But Sigma males are not trying to offend anyone. They simply value authenticity over appearance. Sigma males also recognize that words have power. They believe that speaking just to fill silence cheapens that power. They would rather be silent and thoughtful than talkative and empty. They use their words carefully, knowing that real communication should build something meaningful, not just kill time. Rejecting unnecessary communication also protects Sigma males from emotional exhaustion. Talking without purpose drains energy. Engaging in fake conversations creates stress and frustration. By limiting their communication to what truly matters, Sigma males keep their mental and emotional resources focused where they belong. In social settings, Sigma males often observe more than they speak. They watch the flow of conversation, picking up on real dynamics, hidden tensions, and unspoken truths. When they do speak, their words carry weight because they are rare and intentional. This habit also makes Sigma males more mysterious and intriguing. People notice when someone does not talk just to be heard. They wonder what the Sigma male is thinking, what he sees, and why he chooses to stay silent. This mystery often draws more genuine interest than constant chatter ever could. In relationships, Sigma males' communication style can be challenging for partners who expect constant emotional updates and verbal reassurances. But for those who understand the value of meaningful communication over constant noise, the Sigma male's words become something to treasure. Rejecting unnecessary communication is another brutal but powerful way Sigma males show they do not care about social expectations. They are not here to entertain, to impress, or to please. They are here to live authentically, to protect their energy, and to speak only when it truly matters. Way number 6. They focus solely on personal goals. Sigma males show one of the most brutal forms of not caring by focusing entirely on their personal goals without being distracted by other people's opinions, judgments, or demands. In a world where many people sacrifice their dreams for approval or settle for less because of pressure, Sigma males remain locked in on what they truly want. Sigma males are driven by their own internal compass. They set their goals based on their personal passions, values, and long-term vision, not based on what looks good on social media, impresses others, or fits into society's expectations. Once they decide on a goal, their focus becomes nearly unbreakable. They are not interested in explaining their dreams to people who will not understand. They are not waiting for permission to pursue their path. They move forward quietly, steadily, and without concern for whether others approve or not. Their journey is about personal fulfillment, not public recognition. Focusing solely on personal goals can seem harsh to those who expect loyalty to the group over loyalty to the self. Sigma males are willing to say no to social events, traditions, and even relationships if those things get in the way of their mission. They are not afraid to disappoint people by choosing themselves. This brutal focus also means Sigma males rarely get sidetracked by distractions. They do not waste time arguing about politics online, chasing trends, or worrying about keeping up with the latest social expectations. They know that every minute spent worrying about what others think is a minute lost in building the life they want. Because Sigma males are self-directed, they are also extremely disciplined. They manage their time, their energy, and their attention carefully. They set boundaries that protect their goals from being derailed by drama, negativity, or unnecessary obligations. Their brutal commitment to their mission is a clear sign that they do not care about fitting into anyone else's story. In professional life, this focus often leads Sigma males to extraordinary achievements. They are willing to take the hard road, to work in silence, and to sacrifice comfort today for success tomorrow. They are not seeking short-term applause. They are building long-term greatness. In personal life, this focus can cause tension with those who expect constant availability or emotional caretaking. Sigma males are not cold or heartless. They are just clear about their priorities. They know that a meaningful life is built by staying true to your own goals, not by trying to please everyone around you. Focusing solely on personal goals does not mean Sigma males are selfish in the negative sense. They can be generous, loyal, and supportive to those they care about. But they will never allow anyone, not friends, family, or society, to derail their mission. This is why Sigma males often seem unstoppable. They are not running a race against others. They are running a race against their own potential, and they will not slow down, explain themselves, or change course just because someone else thinks they should. Their brutal commitment to their personal goals is one more powerful way Sigma males show that they do not care about outside opinions. They care about building a life that matters, on their own terms, by their own standards. Throughout this video, we have seen how Sigma males demonstrate a rare and brutal form of independence. Whether they are walking away without explanation, ignoring social norms, prioritizing solitude, staying emotionally guarded, rejecting meaningless conversations, or focusing solely on their own goals, Sigma males live by a different code. They do not seek approval, permission, or understanding from the outside world. They are self-contained. Their strength comes from within, not from applause or validation. Every action they take, every boundary they set, shows that they are not controlled by fear, guilt, or social pressure. Sigma males remind us that true freedom comes at a price. You have to be willing to stand alone. You have to be willing to be misunderstood. You have to be strong enough to walk away from anything that does not align with your values and your vision. This way of living is not easy. It requires courage, discipline, and a deep understanding of yourself. It means rejecting comfort in favor of truth. It means accepting that not everyone will like you, and realizing that their approval was never necessary in the first place. In a world that often rewards conformity, Sigma males are proof that there is another way. A harder way, perhaps, but a freer, more authentic, and ultimately more powerful way. By showing in brutal, unapologetic ways that they do not care about fitting in, Sigma males create lives of purpose, peace, and quiet strength. They show that you do not have to shout to be strong. You do not have to explain yourself to be right. You do not have to play by the rules of a world you did not create. You can live by your own rules. You can choose your own battles. You can protect your energy, your mind, and your dreams, no matter what anyone else thinks. Sigma males prove it every day.